Very well done. So that is so far, that is my most favorite game by Jason Clover. So take a look at this amazing playmat. Like, thank you very much, Game Creator, for also providing me with that, because like the game is like much cooler to play with this. Like a really beautiful playmat. This is just a note, that is the playmat for the main game and the expansion, right? And there's also a playmat that is smaller, like almost half the size, I think. If you just have the main game, but I would suggest getting like the main game and the expansion, because the expansion doesn't change any rules, but it just makes the game a little bit more interesting. But now I'm getting to my tea here. Can you see that on camera? Like what I've printed on there? I think I would have to... yeah, like this. Like misadventure awaits with a natural 1, because that's how I roll, right? Because I also do like RPG. I'm like a game master for RPGs, like with specific groups, and that's why I got that at some point. That's always the cup that I use when I play with the players. Just to kind of tell them what they're up against. A gamer that rolls very badly. Okay, so yeah, let's play Gates. This is a pretty cool game. This is a deck builder in just a small tin. Here. You see, I have now like done it a little bit differently. I've just divided that up, because I just play with the expansion because it's a lot better. But it's also worth it just playing the main game, definitely. Okay, so let me just get all that out. Oh no. Well, that would have been perfect for an intro. There we go. Alright. So in Gates, we are attacked by waves of monsters that don't want to do us any good. And we are trying to defeat them and like protect our village, like protect the gates, so they don't, like the village or the town doesn't fall. So let me just set up the game a little bit. That's very cool. Like this is like a playmat that also has like a spot for like the turn sequence or the command card, right? That's pretty funny. So these are all the rules, and here we have like our little town. Alright, so let's just put all of that here. I always like order them in the order that you need them later on, because I never can remember the order in which you put them in, although you can kind of like puzzle that together, kind of. Okay, so we have a few starting cards here. These are usually 3 starting cards. We have 5 now because of the expansion. So what we do is just we shuffle them up. Oops, come on, Sir Thecos. Stop messing everything up. So, and then we will draw 2 cards, and of the others, like these, we have to play with as our starting cards, and these from these 3 we can choose one. So I will explain the game a little bit later, right? But at the moment we can see that down here we have the attack icon. We don't have any starting cards with people who can attack. So we have 2 options that I see here. Either we get the peddler, because the peddler can give us like 2 more gold, so we could actually like afford someone quite quickly, a better person, or we get one that can attack. Attack is important, but it's only 1 attack, which is not a whole lot. So I almost think like we should get the peddler. So then if everything goes well in the second or third turn, we have someone we can attack with, but we also have someone we can like buy more stuff with. So I think I will try that route today. And these will just be discarded. So this is our starting deck. We would usually shuffle that up and then put it here, our starting deck, but we only have like 3 cards, so that is pretty much our starting hand, right? So, and then here we have like all the townsfolk. These are people we can hire later on, so we give those a shuffle. Oops, there we go. Just give them a quick shuffle, and then it doesn't really matter where we put them. Usually I like to put them up here, and then we turn over 3 of those, and the top one we also turn over, right? So we have 4 that we can purchase theoretically. With our buying power, we can actually afford 3 of those. That's pretty good. So then we have the heroes here. These are the ones with the sun in the top right here. I think we have to like discard 2 of those, because we have the expansion in here. That's something I would have to check very quickly just to be safe. Starting cards, enemy cards, hero cards, shoved in the hero cards. and remove 2 cards. Exactly. So let me just shuffle these up here, and then just remove 2 cards randomly, like this. And then we have our hero cards right here. So then the tokens, let me put them here right now, and then we have our dice. So this is like our little town here, right? So we have the farm, the mill, the gate, the town, and the tower. They all, except the gate, they all give us like specific abilities as well. They like make other actions that we have stronger, but only as long as they stand, because they all have health. As you can see here, 6, 6. Here's 4. Here we have another 6 and a 4 right here, and a 6. Oops, right there. And the gate is what we need to protect. We lose the game if the gate is destroyed. Right? So that is something that we must definitely not happen. What we then have here is we have our waves of enemies. Let me put these cubes. I always put them like in the middle here. And then we have like these waves of enemies here. Oh, the barricades. Right, we also have those. So we have like wave 1, 2, 3, and then we have like the end boss. The end boss is only someone who we encounter in the expansion. He's not part of the main game. So just for you to note, also we have more enemies in the main game and in the expansion. And also what we have, I'm messing up everything here. Come on. And what we also have is like the mill and the tavern. These 2 locations are not part of the base game either, right? So you see like this, the expansion expands the game, the main game, without like adding more rules. I think the only more rules we have is like the barricade that is new, and like the 2 abilities here of the two buildings. But that's it. So we have wave 3, and then we remove cards from that. I'm not gonna check again. I think 2 as well. Let me just quickly check that to be safe. Starting barricades, enemy. Remove 2 cards. Exactly. So that's what we will do. Just remove 2 cards here. Then we have 4 cards left. And that wave 3, we will put that here, right on top of the end boss. Then we take these and do the same for the wave 2. Shove them up quickly. And then remove 2 cards here. Put them on top. And then the same with wave 1. And we will remove 2 and put them on top. That is it. And here is the setup then for gates. Of course, you do not need the playmat to play the game, but it is very, very nice. So if you exclusively plan to play these games like when you're not home, so to speak, right? Then of course it makes sense to just have the tins. But if you plan on playing it at home as well, this playmat is a very cool thing. At home I never played without the playmat. Doesn't make any sense for me because the playmat is amazing, and if you have the expansion, it almost doesn't make sense for me to play the main game anymore. It is good, just the base game, but it's better with the expansion in my opinion. Okay, so that is the setup of the game. So as I said, like we have a little town here, and we want to like protect our town, right? If the gate falls, we lose. And we need to defeat all enemies in here, right? So the enemies will advance, they will do damage and whatever. But at the very end, there will be 2 enemies left that we will have to defeat in order to win. So that's pretty much like how that works. Alright, so we have a town here. We have the farm, the mill, the gate, the tavern, the tower, and also the pyramid. The pyramid is pretty nice play on words. Like the farm has 6 health and gives us +1 to a single purchase once per turn. While it's still standing, as soon as the farm is destroyed, that's it. We can repair our buildings, but not when they're destroyed. Only when they're like reduced in health, right? And these dice like resemble their health. The mill makes us purchase barricades for 2 instead of 3, and the barricades are pretty cool because we can buy them for 3, just like we can buy like these cards we get into our deck. The barricade doesn't go into our deck, but we can put it like in front of a building, and when that is attacked, it doesn't receive any damage. But the enemy that is attacking receives 1 damage, right? But then the barricade is discarded again. That can be quite helpful to use that, like when it makes sense. The gate doesn't have any effect. Well, the effect the gate has is that we lose when it's destroyed. The tavern gives us +1, and when calming, that's something I will talk about when the enemies attack with the pyramid. While it's still standing, and the tower will give us +1 to a single attack per turn while still standing. So you see, like this is a pretty cool mechanism to have like these buildings actually do something, right? So it's not like, okay, as long as the gate stands, it doesn't matter what happens with these buildings. Yes, it does, because it makes you weaker, when they're actually not there anymore. Pretty nice thematic touch. All right, so the first thing in a turn is always like the advancement of the enemies. If there are enemies, they advance. At the moment there aren't any, and then we draw the top of the invader deck and turn it face up. The Doom Skull. And there we see like it has 3 health. We see that it deals 1 at the end of the round, it deals 1 damage to the gate actually, right? We see already like these symbols here and there, they match. And we also see if they strike fear. Like if they raise the fear in the pyramid, at the moment that one doesn't. And then we draw 3 cards. Well, that's our starting hand at the moment, right? The ones we chose, at least like the peddler we chose. And then here we see like different things we can do. We have money up here. With that money we can do several things. First of all, we can buy any new people for our cause to get into our deck. We can also repair here. You see some of them don't have any numbers. That means they can't do that, right? So they have a 0 there. But this one can repair like any building by 1. So if like for example the farm had been reduced to 5, then we could use that one to like repair it to a 6. Then we have that eye. That eye is that calming, right? Calming means that when fear rises here in the pyramid due to those enemies, we can like push it back down again. That is an important mechanism later on. And down there at the bottom we have the attack value. When we attack with a person, we can only direct it towards one enemy. And once per turn we can get like +1 to a single attack. But we don't have any that can attack at the moment. We are very helpless, but we will get people that can fight for us. Also, we have some of them have like specific abilities. The farmer, for example, has 1 for repair, and if she repairs the farm, we get a +1. So that's 2 for repairing the farm, right? That's pretty cool. And the peddler, like the festival command, costs only 1 gold this turn instead of 2, because if we turn over that card, we have commands that we can use. Like for 2 gold, we can do 1 attack. For 1 gold, we can discard and replace all the recruits up there. The festival means that we can like reduce the fear by 1, and that is what only costs 1 gold for the peddler. And if we fortify, we can repair for 2 gold, right? So gold also lets us like repair and attack and do all of these kind of things, which is pretty cool. But we can only do 1 command, like 1 type, like each command we can only do once per turn. Let me put it like this. Okay, so that's all we can do. I will use all of that money here. Put them all on my discard pile. Will all of that use that money to get one of these. We have 4 coins here, but you get +1 to a single purchase, so we have 5. That means we could get the merchant or the tinkerer. So the tinkerer is kind of cool because they can repair a lot, like 3 repair and 1 attack and 1 gold. That's pretty good. But the merchant has like 3 gold. That is a lot. That would help us like get even more better cards at the beginning, right? So I'm trying to do that because the Doom Skull would do damage, yes, sure, but still, I think that might be a good idea here. Also, all commands cost only 1 gold this turn. That is pretty crazy as well, right? Like with the merchant, we can do like 3 commands in 1 turn just with 1 card. So I think I will actually get the merchant. And when we do that, we immediately like turn over a new card here. So that was our turn, right? So we did we drew up, then we can use our commands and recruit and use the cards. We have done all of that. And then the enemies attack. So now we take a look at all enemies that are face up. That is only the Doom Skull at the moment. And we see what damage they do. 1 damage to the gate. And also like the special ability down there deals 1 damage to the gate when first revealed. I forgot to do that. So that means 2 damage to the gate. So we're already down from 12 to 10. Need to be a little bit careful, but now it's still fine. And that was our first turn. Second turn, same thing. The enemies advance, and we turn over a new one. The Skelopede does 2 damage to our tower over there, and we draw up 3 cards. Our draw pile is empty, and like in every deck builder, we just take our discard pile with 4 cards and shuffle it, and then we draw 3 cards. Hopefully it's the merchant. It is. And the peddler. We have 6 gold. We have 6 gold. Man. That means we can get the alchemist. And that one is pretty cool because the alchemist lets us trash cards in our discard pile and also has 2 attack and like 1 for everything else. The alchemist is really good. You know what? I will spend actually all of that money. I will take all of the damage for now. And get the alchemist to join our ranks. I think that's a pretty good idea. I first want to build up my deck a little bit. Alright, so we reveal a new card here immediately. And then then the enemies attack. So the Doomskull does 1 attack towards the gate. That is 3. And the Skelepede does 2 attack to the tower. Alright, so we need to be a little bit careful. Okay, enemies advance. So the Doomskull advances and slides off like that track. That means for that one we will not get points at the end of the game. And also that Doomskull, I will just leave it outside of the game. And also the Doomskull will do 1 last damage towards the gate. Skelepede also advances and we draw up a new enemy. So now we have to start doing damage, right? So let's draw up here. Is there anyone else that does like a lot of damage? Yeah, the Woodcutter and the Warden. These 2 would help us a lot. So, 2 more cards. Let's see. Oh, also, I just want to like put it in here again. Let me put in the question of the stream again. Just so that I don't forget, because, that's the question for today. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, what is your most favorite board game mechanism? I already talked about like deck building, what we're doing right now, and also like story-based games are like most favorite mechanisms. But I also like quite a bit. I like things like everything that builds something up, right? Like tableau building, engine building, all these kind of things are cool. And also push your luck is pretty good. That's why I'm quite interested in that cursed game that you mentioned. So let me know what your most favorite mechanisms actually are. Okay. So we have 4 gold, festival, treasure card, and discard. Well, we don't have there any yet. We have 4 gold plus 1. We would have 5, we could do something. And that's quite good, because we can also attack. Attacking the Skelepede doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I think. But the Lost Corpse we could do. But we will have to repair the gate quite soon as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. So what I will do is I will spend the 2 gold here from the peddler to get someone else to have someone else join our ranks. Someone who can do 2 attack. Woodcutter and Warden. The Woodcutter is too expensive for me. I will take the Warden. Yeah, I will take the Warden. Then I will use the Alchemist for the 2 attack. Do 3 attack with that, because we have that once a turn, a single attack, right? So I do 3 damage to the Skelepede. So the Skelepede is gone, goes on our victory point discard pile. And then we have the Farmer left. With the Farmer we could repair the gate by 1. We could do that. I'm not quite sure. Or we could use that 1 money to do nothing pretty much. You know what? Let's just repair the gate a little bit. Just to be safe. Okay. I think that's okay. I think that was an okay turn. Then the enemies attack. We receive 1 damage to the mill. Okay, the mill is not as important because so far I'm not worrying about barricades. I think barricades will become interesting then when I think I have a pretty good deck. And when I then start to like not buy cards up here anymore. Oh, by the way. But instead fortify a little bit more. Okay, next turn. The enemies advance. And next round we will have wave 2 here actually. Okay, so let's draw 3 cards. We have 2 here. So our deck is slowly growing. There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, Peddler, Monk, and Merchant. We have 6 money. That is pretty nice. This one is pretty good. The Commander is nice. Because 2 attack and 2 coin. And also the Call to Arms command, which lets us attack. Only costs 1 gold. That is pretty good. I think I want to have that Commander right now. And it costs 5. So we would need these 2. And with that one, we still have 2 gold. Can I do it differently then? Let me see. 5. We have 3, 5, 6. We could have 7. Okay, I might have an idea. No, I can't do any any attacks at the moment. But all commands only cost 1 gold this turn. So we could buy this one, 3, 4, 5, and still have 2 gold left. And with the 2 gold we could do a few things, right? That wouldn't be too bad. You know what? Let's do that. So I will actually put all of them here. I will get the commander. And also have 2 more gold to do things. With one of them, with 1 gold, I will, I think, repair the gate by 1. That's 4 then. And with the other gold, I will do a damage, like this call to arms. Not the Lost Corpse, because that one will be gone by the end of the round, but the Plague Rat. I think that's a good idea. Okay, I think that was a pretty decent turn. Wonderful. Okay, so, and then we continue with the enemies, right? The enemies will then attack. So the Lost Corpse does 1 damage to the mill, which is soon gone. And the Plague Rat 1 damage to the farm. Okay. And also both of them increase the fear. So now I can explain the fear to you, finally. So they are raised by 2 altogether. This eye there, right? So we raise them by 1 at first, and that's like that sun symbol. So we can now draw a card from the hero deck and put it into our deck. These are very strong characters, like 4 repair, this one here, that you can but only use 1 time, right? And then they are removed from the game. And then we have 1 more fear, and they see the farm symbol. That means the farm receives another damage, right? And we can reduce that fear again if we want to, with these eye symbols we have there, right? That means we can, like, because if the fear limit reaches the very top here, we lose as well. And also we can like get more heroes if we like kind of reset that cube, right? Also like up here, then the tower and also the gates will be targeted, and we don't really want that, right? If we want to win. Alright, so the enemies advance now at the end of the round. That means the Lost Corpse slides off here, does 1 damage to the gate. There we go. And the Plague Rat also goes there. And wave 2, we now have the Shell Spawn. The Shell Spawn ignores barricades. Okay, so there's also 1 from the expansion then. Okay, good. Our turn, we draw 3 cards. There we go. Warden, Farmer, Alchemist. You may trash a card in the discard. It might be an idea to now actually trash a starting card. Like the Monk is not very great. The Peddler isn't too bad, but the Monk isn't too great. We could actually trash that. You know what? Let's do that. Let's trash the Monk. We don't want the Monk at the moment. That's fine. So we have 2 money plus 1. If we buy someone there, not too interesting actually. So we might go for some barricades. Why not? I also want to do some damage. The Warden does 2 damage plus 1 that we can do. So the Plague Rat would be gone. That's not too bad actually. We can now start doing some damage. That's the kind of what we wanted to do, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I think I will at least do the 2 damage from the Warden. That means the Plague Rat is then gone. There we go. And then either we spend 3 coins to get a barricade. Oh no, they only cost 3. Only cost 2 at the moment because we still have the mill. That's good. So we have a single plus 1 to a single purchase. That means we have 2. And these barricades cost only 2, so we can use the farmer to buy the barricade. So where do we put the barricade? Like the gate would be the most important thing, right? The shell spawn will attack the mill. This round, the mill would be destroyed then, right? So we could put that there, and the shell spawn would receive 1 damage. That would be an option. That would be a pretty good idea, actually. I think I will do that. Let's do that. And with the alchemist, we can attack. Yeah, I can do that. Use that 2 attack and put 2 on here. I think that's not too bad. Okay, I think that was a really good turn. Then the enemies attack at the end. So 2 damage to the mill, but nothing happens there. And the shell spawn receives 1 damage in return, but the barricade then is gone. Alright, there we go. And next turn, they advance. We have a new card here, the Rot Worm from the base game. 5 health is a lot. 2 damage to the farm, not too great. And also 1 fear. Oh, by the way, the shell spawn would have also increased the fear by 1, which gives us another hero. That is a better one. You may place 2 barricades. Ooh, not bad. Okay, then that is it. Yeah, so then we will draw up to 3 cards. Let's just do that. Alright, so 3 cards here. What do we have? We have the hero, the engineer, 1-time use, 4 repair. That is okay, we can do that. And we can like the repair can be distributed among several buildings as far as I know, so that is nice. All commands only cost 1 gold. And also here we have the festival command only costs 1 gold. Okay, so we have no one that can attack. That is kind of bad, but we can use gold for that. Alright, we have 5 gold. And all commands only cost 1 gold, so for 1 gold we can do 1 damage, and that's enough to defeat the shell spawn, which we want to do, right? So that's one thing that's good. I will use the engineer 1-time use in order to do 4 repair, and I will just repair the gate all the way. And then I will also increase the farm by 1, like this. Okay. And then we have all that gold. We have 5 gold. The Tinkerer would be good for repairing, sure. The Swindler has everything. And let's just draw 1 more card. Oh, that one is nice. That's one from the base game, I think. So 5, that's fine. We can spend 1 to get that 1, right? With like 3 plus 1. And then we still have 2 coins left. With 1 coin, we will do the call to arms, it's called, right? Command to deal 1 damage to the shell spawn. So that one is defeated. And we would have 1 more gold. With that, we can actually repair something else. Let's just repair the farm will receive 2 damage in just a moment. So let's repair the... Actually, no, we can also just reduce the fear by 1 with that coin. I think that's good. Alright, then the enemy's attack. The Rotworm is left, dealing 2 damage to the farm and increasing the fear by 1, which is fine because we get another hero. But there's only like 2 left after that, so not too many left. And then enemies advance in the next round again. And here the Dark Priest, also from the base game. Okay, wonderful. So let me now draw up to 3 cards. Oh, we have the Commander, which does 2 damage. We have the Clay Golem, which lets us place 2 barricades once. That is pretty nice. So let us place a barricade. The farm will still be attacked. So at the farm, the gate is fine at the moment. Let's also take the tower. I think that's a good idea. Okay. And then we have like 3, 4 gold, 5. Anyone we want to get here. The woodcutter does quite a bit of damage. I think that one wouldn't be too bad to get. But also we want to do some damage here, right? So let's use... that's not enough for the woodcutter. That is not enough. What do we do? Because we could do 3 damage here. Plus 1. And they would have 4 more gold. The priest... The priest isn't that great either. I don't really like it too much. Let me think again. 2, 3, 4. We have 5 gold. We need 1 gold. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So let's do the attack. Let's do the damage first. Let's do 2 damage here. Plus 1. That is 3 damage. To the to the Dark Priest. Because we can't finish off the Rotworm. Oh, we actually can. Because he will attack the farm and get 1 damage. Get damaged by the barricade. That's fine. We can do that. Then I will do 1 more damage with the Clay Golem here. And then I will spend 1 coin for the Call to Arms command, which costs only 1 coin this round, and do another damage there. There we go. Wow, okay, that was pretty crazy. But that was pretty good, I think. So now the enemies attack. The Rotworm attacks the farm, and doesn't receive any damage to the farm, but receives 1 damage in return, so that one is also defeated. But fear strikes, and the tower is reduced by 1. And the Dark Priest does 2 damage to the tower, which is absorbed by the barricade as well. And we'll receive 1 damage in return, but also do 1 fear. That means we get another hero. Okay, so that was an interesting turn. Alright, so we're almost through with wave 2. So we are 2/3 of the game. But now it's going to be a little bit faster because I don't have to buy too many things anymore. That's great. So these all advance here. So now we're at wave 3. Is that wave 3? No, not yet. But next round then. Alright, so draw up to 3 cards. That's only 2. So you see, we started with 3 cards in the deck and see how large our deck is by now, right? So it's quite substantial, which is pretty cool. Although some of them are like these one-use hero cards, right? So yeah. We could do like a lot of damage here. 5 damage we could do. I also want to do a lot of damage, actually. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I think I will do that. So give me a moment to think. If I do 5 damage here, that means 3 damage here and 2 there. That isn't too bad, actually. Let's do that. Let's just go all out, do a lot of damage. So it's 3 damage there, so that one is gone, and 2 damage to the Blood Monk. Okay, wonderful. And then... Oh, wait, I just revealed the Blood Monk, right? No, let me reverse that, because the Dark Priest had 2 health, but when I revealed the Blood Monk, it has the ability that I should remove all damage tokens when revealed, right? So the 5 damage I'm just doing to the Dark Priest, so only the Dark Priest is defeated. The Blood Monk isn't touched yet. I still have 3 coins, plus 1 if I wanted to. I could now get the Woodcutter, actually. That's just someone else who can attack quite well, because now we do need to do a lot of attacks. That's like the most important thing. I think we have built up our deck well enough. That's fine. So let's do that. Let's just get the Woodcutter in here. Yeah, wonderful. Nice. So let's reveal a new card. There we go. Okay. And then I will have almost my last sip of tea before we will continue with wave 3, actually. Interesting. So, question for all of you. Who knows the game gate and maybe the expansion gates already? Who has played the game already, or for who is it actually like a new game? And also, what do you think about it? Oh, that is going to be tough now. Oh, that is now going to be tough. Okay. The Grave Lord has 7 health and does 1 damage to each location. That is not so good. Wow. Okay, so we need to get rid of that one pretty much immediately. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's hope for some good attacks. Well, that is not good attacks. But we can draw 2 more cards. That is nice. Okay. Still not good attack. Okay, now we have a lot of attack. Okay, these are all the heroes. We can only use once, but that's fine. I will use the Knight for sure. Plus 1 attack to do 5 damage to the Grave Lord. We need to get rid of that immediately, of that Grave Lord. That one is just too horrible. And then we need 2 more damage. We have 3 cards that can do damage. That's fine. But this one can place barricade. Oh, no, wait. This one I didn't discard when I used it last time, right? Sorry, I should have discarded that, so let me draw another card instead. That was not right. So, also I need to discard like all of these heroes that I used. Almost messed that up. There we go. Okay. So, but we still have a lot of attack. That is fine. I still need to do 2 attacks. So let's use the Commander. 2 damage. So then the Gravelord is history. That is very good. That was a dangerous one. So we can still do 2 damage, which is not enough for the Blood Monks or whatever. So let's do other things. 2, 3, 4. We have 5 gold. Only Swindler lets us draw 1 more card. I didn't see that. So now we have like a card drawing engine. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6 gold. Do we have anyone really good here? Not really. I don't like all of these too much. I could use 2 gold to remove all of these and put new ones there. I think that's actually what I will do. So let me just spend 2 coins to remove all of these and draw 4 new ones. Hope for good attack. That's attack 2. That is nice. And another attack 2. And we still have 3 coins, so we could get the brute actually. That's not too bad. And the call to arms command only costs 1 gold, so we still have 3 gold plus 1, right? So that's what we could do, right? We could get the brute into our ranks and also have 1 gold left to do that. Our call to arms doesn't really do anything. Not really. No, but I think the festival also only costs 1, only 1 gold this turn. So let's do the festival command, because that will just put our cube 1 down again. All right. The enemy will attack. The blood monk will attack the tavern by 2. And also 1 fear, which means we get another hero into our deck. Alright, so enemies advance. We have this one will slide off. Oh no, right there. And do 1 damage to the gate. And another one will be revealed. The Tentesteed, that was one from the expansion as well. We'll do 2 damage to the mill. That will destroy the mill. Let's see if we can work with that. Okay, so let's draw up 2-3 cards after we have shuffled our discard pile. If Frank is saying never played Gate before, looks interesting. Yeah, it's a very good game. It's a very good game. I hope I can kind of convey that. That it's fun. It's really a lot of fun, the game. It's very... Yeah, you really do have to think a lot, right? Because you have quite a lot of actions you can do during a turn. And you need to be really careful with these, with your town. At the moment, it looks good. Quite good. But we are not through it, right? Now the difficult ones are coming. And that will be a lot tougher. But at the moment we're doing fine. We're doing quite a bit of damage, which is nice. Yeah, here we only have 2 damage now. But we can do the call to arms. That's 3 damage. Yeah, let's see. Because we also want to defeat enemies. First of all, because if they drop off here and we haven't defeated them, they do damage to the gate, sure. But also we want those victory points at the end, right? To see how well we actually did. So we have the commander doing 2 damage. That's good. And the call to arms costs only 1 gold. All commands only cost 1 gold this turn. Do we have any good people here? Oh, this one has 2 for everything. And let's just draw a card. That was great. I want this one. 2, 5. We have 5 gold plus 1, 6. We will have to use the bishop for sure. I will use the bishop. 1 time use. 2, 1, 2, 3. Go 3 down in fear. That's good. And I will actually not attack at all. It's kind of stupid, maybe, but I want to spend these 5 plus 1 gold to get the wizard, because that is a great one. That is also one from the expansion. Okay, that's it. Then the Tentesteed attacks, doing 2 damage to the mill, so the mill is destroyed. And what I usually just do is just remove the die, right? You just remove the die, and then you know that this one is destroyed. So we cannot heal that one anymore. We cannot repair that one anymore because it's gone. And also the barricades cost 1 less while still standing. Of course, it doesn't count anymore because it is not standing anymore. Plus 1 fear, but no heroes to take anymore. That's the way it is. And then the monsters, the enemies advance. The Blight Golem does 2 damage to the gate each round. Wow, so he will do 2, 4, 5 damage to the gate if we don't get rid of him. Okay, I told you, now it's getting tougher. Okay, so let's see if we can actually make that. We have 4, 5 attack. That Traveler I have used, right? And I just didn't discard him, I think. So let me draw a different card instead. So, but we can draw 1 more card to do the Swindler. That's nice. Okay, so we can do 5, 6 damage. That would be enough to get rid of the Blight Golem. That is actually quite good. That's not too bad. Also, you may trash this card to place a barricade. Oh, I didn't really see that before. That is interesting. So what will we do now? We can do 6 damage, and with that one, well, we can repair a little bit. Why not? The Tentesteed will do 2 damage to the mill, well, instead to the gate then. So 2, 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? Let me do these 5 plus 1 damage, because the Blight Golem needs to go. That one is way too dangerous. And then we still have that one. Yeah, let's just repair. We can use 2 plus 2. If we repair the farm, we get a plus 2. I think that's not too bad. Let's do that. Okay. and then the tender steed attacks. So now the tender steed can't attack the mill, so it will attack the gate, as far as I know. Let me just quickly check that again. I cannot 100% tell you that. The enemy card. Let me just give me just a second. Turn sequence. Enemy's attack. If the tower of farm... the location is already destroyed, the damage is applied to the gate. Like I said, right. So that 2 damage will now be applied to the gate instead. Alright. Then the enemies advance. This one drops off, and also another damage to the gate. And then we get another card. So you see, this is like the second last card, and after that we have Zogar. And both we need to defeat. They don't slide off the playmat anymore. We have to defeat both of them. So now now we just need to go all out. And I have 4 attack here, plus 1, so we can do 5 damage. Plus we can do that call to arms thing, which we need to do. Okay, so let's see. Let's use the Alchemist's ability here to trash a card in the discard. Let's just get rid of like the starting cards here. So, and then we do 2, 4, 5 damage, plus 2 for the call to arms thing. Exactly. So, wait. 2, 4, 5, and call to arms. Exactly. So that means the death guard is then gone. That is good. We have the pedal left with 2 gold. And we still have, we have that 1 gold. So what do we do with 2 gold? We don't have a whole lot we can do, but we can repair a bit. You know what? Let me just repair the gate by 1 with that. Okay. I think that's fine. Good. So enemies attack, none are there, but they advance, and now we have Zogar. That is our end boss here, right? 8 health and does 2 damage to each location. And that one will now stay there until we defeat him. So that's one thing we now need to do, but I think 8 health, that should be possible. Oops. That should be possible. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's just see. We can do 5 damage. That's good. We can do 6 damage, actually. So let's do that. Let's do 2, 4, plus 1, 5, right? Exactly. And plus call to arms, which only costs us 1 gold this turn. So that means we do 6 damage. That's good. Let me just put it like above the card so we can see the artwork a little bit longer, which is pretty cool. All right. And we still have 3 gold left. Theoretically plus 1. We still have 4 gold left. Anything we can do with that? You know what? Let me just repair the gate. The tavern will be gone in a moment. That's not too bad. Let me repair the gate by 1. I think that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. That's fine, I think. Okay, then Zogar will attack. 2 fear, 1, 2. So the tower will receive 1 damage. And also 2 damage to each location. That is pretty rough. 3 and 2. But we should be able to make it now because he only has a bit of health left. But these are also destroyed. So you see like 3 buildings are completely destroyed. So we only have the gate left pretty much. So that is pretty rough. Also, he would have done 2 damage to the mill, which was already destroyed, which would be redirected to the gate. So you see next round we would lose because everything is destroyed. All the damage would be directed to the gate. But we should be able to do 2 damage. Yeah, we definitely will be able to. We can do 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. And then even plus 1 if we do the call to arms thing. So we can definitely do more than enough damage now to defeat Zogar, right? But wow, that was quite close. I thought we really had it like really under control. We kind of did. But like this round, we would have lost because 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, that's 6 damage concentrated on the gate, plus 2 more, that would have been 8 damage, so the gate would have been gone. Except if we could have repaired it further. But yeah, that's how you play Gate. Also with the expansion Gates and also on that really cool playmat. So if you plan to get this game and play it at home, I would actually really like the playmat. It makes it like much more immersive and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's how you play Gate and Gates that you can find on the Game Crafter. Really cool. I really like this game a lot. I think this is a really, really solid solo deck builder. I think it's really good. I like the main game already, but like the expansion makes it even better because you just have more locations that you need to worry about. You have these barricades. Of course, more cards in general, but also like then this end boss here, which is pretty rough. You don't have that one in the original gate, but it doesn't make the game too much harder because in the main game you then have 2 less locations, right? So it kind of equals itself out, I would say. But very, very good. And yeah, this game is definitely so good that I definitely awarded like the Silver Ace of Games Award because it is the gold one. I mean, sorry, the golden Thecos Ace of Games Award because it is just that good. I would award it to the base game already, but even more so to the sequel, like to the expansion. I mean, so really, really good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as well. Really cool little deck builder. The only thing that I wished is that you could like put like all of this content into one tin, but it doesn't fit, which is why I'm like kind of dividing it between these two because yeah, it doesn't fit in there. Unfortunately, would be great if you could like fit all of that in there, but unfortunately you quite can't. All right, so now I'm in kind of a dilemma because there is one more game I would like to show. I mean, 3 games is already great. But there's one more game I would like to show to you, and that is Egg, which is a sort of trick-taking card game. But I think it might be a little bit too late for that because this game can like take a lot of time. Like it says like 20 minutes here, but it can take a lot longer. I usually play like 45 to 60 minutes for that. So I'm not quite sure if I can still do that in this stream. I almost think like I will have to postpone that either to a separate video or to another stream. But there is there are another 2 Game Crafter games besides Egg that I wanted to show to you anyway, so I will probably like do like regular videos for those, because like one game I really want to show you is Cozy Oaks, but this one is like huge. It has like a very large footprint. I think it's better if I like do a separate video for that, but yeah, I will definitely bring those games to you in the future as well. Alright, so well, I think maybe we should cut it off here today, make the stream a little bit shorter than usual, just because I don't want to rush Egg now, and it just takes too long. I would say I don't want to rush it, because it's a really cool trick-taking card game. Maybe I'll just do a single stream for that, or a separate video. James Morgan is saying, Egg sounds interesting, maybe save it for the next stream. Yeah, I think so too. I think so as well. And K. Cole is saying, great, looks fun. Gates looks fun. I'm putting that on my list. Yeah, cool. If you like deck building games, if you like solo games, this gets like a really, really like good recommendation from me. I would definitely recommend you try that out. It's very fun. Like the artwork is also very cool. Like very well done. So that is my most favorite game by Jason Clover, for sure. Really, really great game. I really like that one.